Hi guys, Andy here. Let's take a look at what's happening in astrology today. It's a full moon day, so in a real sense it is all happening. 5:52 a.m. UK time here, so that's midnight 52. That happened on the eastern side of the States and Canada in Eastern Daylight Time. And let me see, 3 hours before that on the Pacific side, so you'll be waking up to it mostly in the States and Canada. I woke up to it here as well because it happened while I was still asleep. But no one's going to sleep for long today because this is a time when things get a bit excessive. That's just the way of the full moon. I don't know in what direction, but generally things go into excess. Everything to do with nature is absolutely full and brimming over at the moment, particularly because we've actually just gone past the solstice, the summer solstice in my part of the in my hemisphere. Maybe the winter solstice in your hemisphere, who knows, but never mind, it's always the cycle turning. The cycle keeps going, and this is why we shouldn't get bogged down, and we shouldn't get too worried if we don't manage to manifest exactly what we want today on this special full moon day, because you always get another chance. The cycle is always turning. Things are always moving. This full moon is in Capricorn. Formal kind of feelings you get around Capricorns. They're very sure-footed. They like to know the shot. So, they like to know that basically everything is in order. That's what we're looking at, keeping things in order. And that is the way to go under a Capricorn moon, whether you're a Capricorn or not, because that is where the influence is pulling us. People can be quite strict. People can be exacting of each other. You don't want to go along with it completely all the way. You can go too far with these things, but basically try and know the shot before you do anything, particularly if there are other people involved. That ought to keep things running nice and smoothly. And we're in Capricorn right through today. There's a void, of course, through tomorrow, and it's actually not until Saturday at 5:36 a.m. that the moon is going to enter Aquarius. So this is a Capricorn couple of days, if ever there was one. We're also getting close to apogee, when the moon is as far away from the earth as she gets. Now, on the last full moon, she was considerably closer. So it's, how can I put it? It's less intense, but it is still a very, very powerful time. I'm not taking anything away from that. The intensity is really massive. So she is exactly 100% full now as I speak. She hasn't moved yet. It's only been a couple of hours since we hit the full moon. Third quarter is coming up on the 6th of July, 8:50 a.m. UK time, so that's midnight 50 Pacific and 3:50 a.m. Eastern time on the 28th. No, sorry, what am I saying? On the 6th of July, it's the 28th now. I should know that, shouldn't I? I've been out of bed for, nearly an hour. Right. And what is the planetary alignment situation at the moment? Well, the Sun is trine Jupiter. Not a bad time for big, generous gestures, launching new things. Well, people are more generous, generally speaking. Not a bad time to seek help, actually, because of that. Legalities come to the fore. Things to do with education come to the fore as well, and with this alignment of the Sun trining Jupiter, and that seems very much in line with the full moon. You've got the kind of big, generous thing, which goes with the huge amount of energy that comes to us around full moon. Also that kind of thing of caring about each other and caring about our lives and where they're going, because legalities are all part of us being able to live together, and really so is education when you think about it, among other things. The moon itself right now, full moon sextile Jupiter, good time for positive thinking, generally speaking, and the bottom line is you get out what you put in. So if you kind of go with a helpful attitude into any collaborations, any social situations, it should get you everywhere, like flattery is supposed to, though it usually doesn't. I think the moon sextile Jupiter will, though. It's much more reliable than flattery. Mercury is void in Cancer, though. Now, Mercury's always an interesting one. Mercury isn't retrograde yet. That is happening in July, later in July. We're nowhere like there yet at the moment. But nevertheless, Mercury being void in Cancer brings a lot of nervous energy to the surface. Schedules go all over the place, which usually happens when Mercury does anything, actually. Communications could be difficult, misunderstandings can happen, strange weather as well, wacky weather, crazy weather could happen. It's very calm here in UK just at the moment, but we've had such hot weather. We've really had a heat wave. It's not quite warmed up for the day yet because it's still early morning. but we have had an absolutely massive heat wave over the UK, and sooner or later that's going to change, and there might be a big bang, there might be something of a thunderstorm. This brings me to spaceweather.com and the weather generally, not just the astro-weather, but the weather generally, because that's what astrology is. It's all part of the same thing, you know. So things move, things change, things keep flowing. There is absolutely no stopping it, and at the moment there are no sunspots at all on the face of the sun, which is something of a surprise because the solar wind is slightly up and so is the proton density, but there is a lot of solar wind flowing from an irregular shaped hole on the face of the sun. No sunspots though, so we're not expecting any solar flares or anything like that. All in all, it would seem to be quite a good time. Well, thanks very much for watching, folks. I'm going to leave it there. Say it again, sorry I'm not here every day. I'm trying, I will get back to that. The equipment is sort of working, I've just got to get used to it. It's all pretty good really, so keep it real, keep it out there. Leave me a comment if you will. We can share the journey that way. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell to get all the notifications if you do, and I'll be back along very soon. Have a great day, friends. Bye bye.